As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah.
And good afternoon and welcome to the Business Zone. It's Friday, April 20th. The month went by super fast. Today I'm in the studio. Gilbert is out doing some certification training in Las Vegas. So I am happy to have my guest co-host today, Miss Dawn Strozier. Dawn and I go back a little bit. She's my friend. She's a sweetheart. She's also her own radio personality at, what's the radio station?
AccelerateRadio.net.
.net. So,
home of Kevin Nash.
All right. So she's with the Kevin Nash guys, yes, and a radio studio. So she graciously accepted my offer for her to come and keep me company today.
Any opportunity? Hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. Any opportunity I get to hang out with my friend who's making money moves.
Hopefully we all gonna make some money moves.
Over here at the Business Zone, I'm really excited. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to have you. We're so glad to have you. So now, Dawn, she's a celebrity fitness trainer. Now, and she takes this to a whole nother holistic level. So, sometimes you go to some people and they're about to exercise, but they haven't just like really engulfed themselves into it. And Miss Dawn this is your life, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I love what I do. I think I was born to exercise.
That says a lot.
There are only a couple of things I think that I was born to do. And I love the Word of God. I love learning. I love sharing the good news of the gospel. And then it's that and it's exercising.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
It's exercising because a lot of people can't do and that's it. That's the hard thing is getting that commitment, right?
I enjoy helping people, first of all.
Yeah.
I enjoy helping people. And I think that the discipline that exercise creates in your life to watch it spill over into other areas, it's pretty fun.
And it does that.
Yeah, it does that. It creates, yes, like anything else you can do. I think that exercise, and once you get it, once you figure it out, mm-hmm, and it just rolls over, all that discipline and structure starts to show up in your career. It shows up in your work ethic and just other areas. And I think that is absolutely phenomenal.
Now, do you think, because I know for me, it's a my commitment is that I, every Monday through Friday, well, actually, I dance the Monday through Thursday, and I get really upset when I can't go to my workout because my business kind of infringes. But that's my commitment, right? That's my commitment to myself.
Absolutely. That's when you get it. When you miss exercising, that's when you've made this thing a lifestyle. So that's the goal, is to make implementing exercise into your daily routine. Get it to the point where when you don't do it, you miss it. That's when you know you've arrived. It's a part of who you are. You need those good endorphins to take over.
Right,
and when they don't, you're off balance. Something isn't
right. Everything all thrown off when I don't get to go. So how do you get, I know how it happened for me, and I know you train other individuals, and that's a tough thing for them to get committed to a daily routine of eating right and physically moving their body. What are some of your techniques for getting them engaged like that?
Well, first of all, we have to just look at, I take a look at your lifestyle, what your daily routine is like. And I'm a firm believer in fitting exercise. When you first start off, just fit it in where it can. Okay. Most people ask me when's the best time to work out. I think the best time when you're initially getting started is whenever it fits into your schedule. So I try to tell my clients, you got two ways of winning a day. You can win by exercise when you miss exercise, and you can win by proper diet and nutrition.
Okay.
So once I get them hooked onto that, then we can create other steps to making it a lifestyle. But getting to the gym, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, and making great diet choices every single day, when I can get them in the routine of that, then they'll start missing it when they don't do it. When they eat something unhealthy, they feel guilty. When they miss the gym, they're feeling guilty. Because people will do a lot for how they feel first.
Right.
That happens before the looks change.
Right.
So
okay.
if I get you to be excited about the way health feels, feeling
now, is that something
yes.
challenging?
Yeah, when you start loving the good endorphins that take place from exercise.
Yeah, see, that's what it is for me.
When you get that, when you exercise long enough and on a regular basis to start feeling that high.
Right.
When you don't get it, you're off balance.
Right.
So whether I can get you to the gym in the morning, in the afternoon, the middle of the day, if I can just get you to the gym, then you'll get the experience of, oh gosh, I'm off balance today.
Right.
And when you're tired at 5 o'clock in the afternoon from a long day that started maybe at 6 or 5 a.m.,
right.
you're still getting to the gym because you're chasing that feeling. Kind of like, eating cake. And all that other stuff you want to do.
All that other stuff
yes.
that you want to do. And that's kind of for me, is I look forward to it, right? I look at the end of the day going, okay, this is what I want to do. I know I have my Zumba class or have my salsa class and I'm excited. And then the other thing is like when I participated in the Zumba class with you, it's the friends that you make there and the relationships
when
that
you're doing something that you enjoy. You do it for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
doing something that you like.
You like.
When you first start off.
So when you first started, was this just natural? I mean, when you were young?
Well, I danced all my life. My mother used to own a dance studio called Carla Mikhail Thomas Dance Studio.
Okay.
My sister is Carla. I am Mikhail, and my brother's Thomas, so she named it after us. So we did gymnastics. I tap dance, but I do anything. So I'm a dancer, yes, ballet, jazz, gymnastics, tap. You'll see me tumble one day.
Okay,
Real soon.
I didn't even know that part about the tap dancing.
I grew up with this, and I ran track, so it's a part of me. But when I found out how I started exercising, my own personal story of just... my own insecurities, believe it or not realizing how cute I was.
Really?
So anyway, yes, that's a whole nother show. So I started exercising when I found out that you can combine exercise and dance. I had the best of both worlds.
Right, yeah.
And I launched that Zumba class about 14 years ago. That was amazing, wasn't it? We had the hottest Zumba class in the city. Now we're doing Zumba. We're doing Zoom in a couple of weeks. Don't get the email, and you better be there.
Oh, you know I'm going to be there.
Yes.
You know that's my...
the crew's coming out.
The crew, you know, because I wasn't really about, and I know I'm supposed to be, but I wasn't about the other part. Like, oh, no, Don, I'm here for the Zumba.
Chris is a dancer. You say dance, she's there. So we did Zumba, hip-hop Zumba, line dancing Zumba. We did weights and Zumba. We did it all.
Yeah, we did. We had a great time. I really liked the line dancing thing that we had on Friday. So it was like going to the party. Yes. And we had our thing. And then you kind of mixed yours up. You had a little the Latin, then we had the hip-hop soul to it. Now the class I am is it's a little bit of both, but really more on the hip hop, which is cool. But I'm doing the burlesque class.
Yes.
So we're having our very first showcase in June. So we're going to be on display to people. It won't be in the privacy of the Wednesday class.
Now, listen, a girlfriend of mine was doing burlesque. She had a burlesque show, and so I saw it and I glanced at it. And then I looked again, and I had to go looking up because, when we put something on it, there was a moment when the burlesque turned into a lap dance.
Well, we ain't got there.
What was that? So it was too funny. I said, "No, is that burlesque?" I had to run and Google it and take a look. And I said, black people.
Right now, that's black people burlesque. Yeah, ours is still a
Thank you, Anthony Taylor.
Let's see. Leo says, can you announce the upcast? Okay, yes, I can. No, ours is not quite there. The only thing that's going to be removed is one glove. Okay.
I was dying laughing, but see, it was classy, though.
Yeah.
It was classy, but there was a quick booty shaking.
Well, we have a little bit of that.
And the first thing I thought it was Crystal.
Yeah, so we're not at pole dancing, but however, we are we wiggling our hips and just some, but cute. So the first we're going to do two numbers. So one of them is very cute and it's kind of like a vintage type of dance. And then the second one is going to be a chair dance. Okay. Yeah, but still very, very, and believe very it or not, classy.
That's a great workout. It can be a great workout. It can be a fun workout.
I mean, I actually, when I come down, especially the chair, we have the one, as we're doing it, we even come down, have to gracefully, sexily drop down to the ground and roll on the floor and then get back up in the chair.
Yes.
So that's an exercise.
I'm coming to see that one later. I'm coming to see you do that one, Crystal.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting.
But I can't wait until you fall in love with lifting the weights.
Well, I actually do like lifting weights. I'm not too much for the calisthenic part, but I love the weight. Because when my mom was ill, and this is when exercise when I really connected to it, because I was caregiving for my mom, and exercise was the one way that I would be able to keep myself sane and healthy. So I had in the living room at my mom's house, it was a little bit of space. I mean, it probably wasn't even big as this desk. And I did my Zumba, because before I got to you, your class was the very first Zumba class that I did outside of my own living room.
All right.
I had all the videos. I had a whole
I'm not going to ask you if my class is still the best. I'm not going to ask you that because I really enjoy the class that you're currently taking.
Yeah.
And I think all Zumba rocks.
All Zumba rocks.
If you were to tell me no, I'd be hurt.
Right.
So I'm not going to ask the question.
Yeah, all of it rocks. But I knew, so that was my very first, your class was my first formal class where I wasn't teaching looking at YouTube videos or having the DVDs. But I did, in addition to that, I had my days. So my Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever it was my Zumba days. And then I lift weights. I had workout tapes that show me. And I had a whole, all the way up to about 10
nothing like working out with a trainer or with a group of people. And our Facebook audience is asking how many times a week should a beginner exercise. My suggestion would be Monday through Friday and take Saturday and Sunday off. Take Saturday off in terms of lifting weights, maybe do some cardio, and make Sunday a free day where you enjoy just your family, maybe go to church, kind of relax, or vice versa. But you eat every single day, all day long.
That's true.
So you need to be breaking a sweat every single day, actually, the older you get. Yeah. So my suggestion would be 5 days off, 5 days on and 2 days off, or 6 days on and 1 day off. So I work out every day because I don't have a husband yet.
So let me ask that question. When the husband comes along, you gonna back it down to 5 days, or you gonna make sure he does the same thing?
No, I can't quit being great. No, he's gonna love me for everything that Dawn brings to the table. That is my every morning working out. I look this way because I'm at the gym every single day. If you want me to continue to shine, right?
Right, exactly.
And I need you to allow me to go to the gym. You know, one of my best relationships, I was involved with a young man that I loved dearly. We had a wonderful relationship, and I was a trainer at the time, and I was the biggest I ever been. Working out. Yeah, because remember, you nurture a relationship. You eat more ice cream.
Yeah, that's true.
So no, when you get in a relationship,
you gain weight,
huh? Yes, you gain weight. When you get married, you gain weight. Yeah. I'm trying to stay ahead of the game here. So my husband, I don't need you to be chiseled if you're out there. I do not need you to have rock hard muscles. I just need you to love the gym. Okay. And you don't even have to go every day. Just allow me to go every day.
Okay.
So I can, pull out those red heels and
be cute for him, right?
Yes, of course.
Fine. So you'll know where your inner sexy is. You wouldn't have lost it.
Yes, I don't want to lose my inner sexy when I get married. We need that inner sexy to play out.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Full force.
And it's so funny because even Dawn is actually going to be in addition to the Business Zone. She's going to come in a couple times a month, and she's going to talk about how we integrate a physical life with our business life, so that we can always be at our best, right? Yes, so I think my best is when I can physically go out and do my exercise however I'm doing it, and I'm sure you feel the same way. Just like you said, you would not be at your best if you could not maintain your physical. So we want to make sure that we're bringing information to our business owners so they understand why it's important to also be able to release that stress from work and running their businesses at the same time.
Now, I did say exercise when it fits into your schedule, but hopefully you'll fall in love with exercise. It'll give you a feeling that is so amazing that you'll start to understand the importance of trying to put it first. Right. Because just think of working on you before you go into someone else's dream. For those of you who are working a 9 to 5, working on you, getting those good endorphins to kick in, getting that high first thing in the morning. It takes you into work with a whole nother attitude, and you're more productive. Right. Or if you're working for yourself, it prepares you for a challenging day as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It prepares you for disappointments. It prepares you for all of those things. So if I had to choose when's the best size time overall to exercise, if you can, first thing in the morning, get those endorphins moving, get your blood flowing, that's circulating, get your heart pumping, and then you're ready to tackle anything life has to offer you.
Okay.
Get that mindset together.
Now, let me ask this question. When I was younger, I was I skied probably every weekend. And when I would go, I'd be 3 or 4 days a week. And in between that, when it wasn't ski season, we worked out on inline skating and that kind of stuff. So consequently, after I stopped that, my body was used to a certain level of activity. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and they had been into a sport, and then they had to stop doing that sport. And they were trying to figure out what's the sport I should be. Can I do now that can give me that same kind of, I can't remember what it was. I think he played basketball, and now he was trying to decide whether that was going to be tennis, which is this my other thing. So I work out 4 days a week. Okay. So I have my dancing 4 days a week, and then tennis on Saturdays.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
And it works. It helps. But I do know when I stop, like if I have a class that infringes on my Tuesday, Thursday. I am the body just goes into a whole nother place.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
I was unable to work out for the past 2 weeks because I was doing some other things, and I needed my body to not be tired, my muscles not to be warm, because what I was doing required a whole lot of jumping, so I need to be fresh. But you talking about somebody half crazy. Oh my gosh. I said, no, we have to figure this out. I need to work out. It just does something for me. I felt, it just wasn't the regular Dawn. And they were looking for this energetic, hyper to walk through the door. I'm walking through the door dragging because I'm trying to be ready for you guys.
Right.
So today was my first day working out in 2 weeks. And
wow.
all I did was cardio, right, today.
Right.
I feel like $1 million. Yeah, it's so important. It is so important to
that must have been really hard for you, because it's hard for me to lose a day of but you work out much more than I do.
I said, okay, let me just walk through the gym and see how I feel. Maybe it'll help. Walk through real quick. No, it's nothing like touching those weights. It's important. It's important for my body to operate at the optimal level for me to feel good about me. It's important. It just does something for me.
Now, for me, my body actually goes into a panic. It hurts. If I skip like a day, or like I said, I'm going to take a 10-day off or a week off, I barely can walk down the stairs.
One of our Facebook audience asked me, what about allowing your muscles to rest? When I say work out 5 days a week, I'm not saying I'm the same muscle group, Anthony Taylor. I am talking about letting your muscles rest. Give you an example. I train back and biceps on Monday. They rest Tuesday and Wednesday. I may pick them back up on Thursday or Friday, but it's the same thing. So I am allowing the muscle that I work to relax, but I am moving in the gym, doing some form of a workout every day. Okay. You can do a full body workout on Monday, and then let your body rest and just do cardio on Tuesday. Come back to a half a body workout on Wednesday. There's different programs or ways you can structure your workout. However, you need to be breaking a sweat every single day, Anthony. And don't question me anymore. No, just
How dare you, Anthony?
How dare you?
So, a lot of, like I said, business owners, we sit behind a desk.
Yes.
We're curved over a computer. We got folks calling us on the cell phone. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the benefits for those individuals that are actually you're in a busy, you have a busy business world, but what are some of the benefits of actually, like you said, setting aside that time for them?
You got to get just what you said, sitting at the desk, slumped over for great posture to get your circulation moving. I recently had a client who lost circulation every time they sat down at their desk at work, from the waist down.
Wow.
Start to tingle. Feet start to tingle. Create bad circulation sitting all the time. So we had to go and get her the type of desk that sits up. So that she can stand. You should have options at work. Okay. If you can, there are a lot of workout stations for a new form of a desk for at work where you're not sitting all the time. You can walk, talk on the phone, type, all those things. But for the purposes of you do nothing else but exercise so that circulation can keep moving. If you're not going home after a long day of work and you're not lifting your feet over your head, straight up over your head, up against the wall, higher than your heart, I would say straight up in the air for 20 minutes, you are robbing your body of its ability to perform and work and heal itself like it does. Okay. You got to relieve that pressure off your legs from sitting and walking and standing all day, every single day. It's important, if you do nothing else, raise those legs up over your head for about 20 minutes. Talk on the phone. It goes by real fast. So your body can begin to repair itself and do the work.
Okay. And, in our community, we have a tough time with diabetes and high blood pressure. And I'm sure a lot of that is because, and I notice with my friends in my age group, it's like, okay, exercise is like way back there, but they're taking blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication, and they could reduce some of that, right?
Absolutely. You can reduce all of that if you like. It's just up to you. We have to make up in our minds, that we want to feel better. I had a client that said, I want to eat what I want to eat. That's why I work out. So in other words, you're saying I want to continue to be on a high blood pressure medicine. I want to continue to have the symptoms of diabetes. I want to continue to be at risk of a stroke. That is what you're saying when you say, I want to eat what I want to eat. That's why I exercise. It makes no sense whatsoever, but that's what we're doing when we don't take heed to making better diet choices and implementing exercise into our daily routine. Everything, 80% of what you do is what you put in your mouth. You can change symptoms by simply making better diet choices.
Right.
But if you don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
You still got to say, I want to get off high blood pressure medicine. I want to get off high cholesterol medicine. I want to get off I want to lower my symptoms of diabetes. And then you go into the gym and you exercise and you work hard to get the results that you want. Okay. Don't haphazard anything.
Right. I mean, I could believe, it's your body. You only get one.
But you have to make up your mind that you want to do that.
You want to do that. Now, are you still, I know when I was over at your gym, you were involved with the American Diabetes Association. Yes. Are you still involved with them?
Yes, I am. I'm a licensed ambassador.
Okay.
And I speak for them on occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so our guest today, they actually have a program, it's called the Manhood Camp, and I'm sure that from the videos that I saw and from their website, activity in addition to just making, increasing the child's activity and its mind power and
they are doing some phenomenal things.
So we're excited about them being here to talk about it. And, you and I both are people nurturers of our communities. You are in the health space, and health and wellness space, and mine is in the business space. And I work with children as well. Yeah. And I remember you had a couple of kids that you kind of had.
I had a kids group. We used to tour all over the place. They were called the Fitness Kids. We did the Apollo. We did a lot of things, and you'd be surprised what these kids know and how they can change their entire families. I had a young girl by the name of Kayla, 9 years old. I taught her diet so well. She went home one morning, and her mother was making breakfast, and she was like, "I can't eat that."
Wow.
And her mama called me talking about, my daughter's she's going to school hungry because she's talking about she won't eat that. Came home talking about, I can't eat that. She's going to bed hungry because she won't eat dinner. And so I had to tell Kayla at 9, I said, okay, sweetheart, there's some cases where you got to eat what your parents provide. I taught her too well. But if she tries to pull up in that McDonald's or that Burger King, I need you to look at her like she said, we need to make a better choice here. So you can teach your kids some things that will stay with them for a lifetime.
Right.
And a rollover to their generation, because I don't really believe in what they say, what do they call it? They call it it's hereditary. Yeah. And sometimes what we inherited are just bad eating habits.
Yeah. and for sure, because you're eating based upon whatever, because you have no choice, right? So if your parents are into fatty foods, bad choices, then...
So what they're teaching these kids at a young age, my hat goes off to them. I look forward to working with them hopefully soon.
Yeah, that would be really great. Yeah, because I saw some cooking going on. Right. But that's how you have to change a child. And I know from working with children children. I mean, I've worked in all kind of aspects of whether it was physical. And I was a ski instructor at one point. I was a Girl Scout leader, and now I'm an educator with kids. And their little minds are like sponges. So whatever you put into it, and if they admire you, right, they're going to replicate everything that you, which is why it's important for us as adults to be those positive mentors for our children, because they're going to mimic everything that you do. So if you can teach them how to eat better by doing the same thing yourself, and they usually go to their parents and teach them the same thing.
Because I believe a child should not have to look past the front door for a role model.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Everything they want to become, everything they want to be, they should see that in their parents.
Right, exactly.
Some form of it should be there. Because you can't tell them what to do. You have to show them by your actions. If they don't see you doing it, they're not going to believe it's possible.
And why should they?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
That's the do as I say, don't do as I do, right? I know my mom, she wasn't much into exercise, but she did like to dance. I'm probably the only one in my immediate family that embraced the sport. So, and mine is more about sports. It's the skiing. I enjoyed that. But with that, one of the things that's the best thing about athletics, I think, for kids is it does teach you to eat better.
It teaches you discipline, teaches you
everything. Discipline, commitment, right? And it also teaches you that your body is a temple.
Yes.
And if you want it to perform at its highest peak, you gotta treat it right?
Eat it right to perform.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what I think I like best about sports.
Yes.
Is that you understand, especially in high performance sports. When I was skiing, if I wasn't eating right, if I didn't drink a lot of water, one of the things we said to everyone before we'd go on a ski trip to Colorado, because the altitude was so high, we had to make sure we drank a lot of water. Yes.
Go ahead, keep
Anthony had a lot of water, and we had to minimize the caffeine. And we had to minimize the alcohol because the altitude was so high that you couldn't breathe when you got up there. And so many people thought that was a myth until they got there.
Do you know I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life?
Really?
Or smoked? No,
really?
I've never.
Well, I've never smoked, but no alcohol?
No alcohol. I have no desire to. I'm not messing up this body. I ain't married yet.
You are funny.
Not at all.
I don't do hard liquor.
And I was thinking about changing. You know what? I just had a birthday, and I'm so excited about my birthday. I'm not necessarily excited about growing an age older. However, the fact that I still feel youthful and alive, I'm excited about that. And I'm going to challenge myself to do some more things, so I'm thinking about changing my business to DS Athletics.
Okay.
Step my game up even more.
Okay, so what does that look like?
I don't know yet. But it just means I'm going to work harder. I'm going to challenge myself to really do it,
Okay.
More stuff. Have you seen the calisthenics when I hang upside down doing it?
Oh, girl, you be doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And all kinds of apparatuses. Maybe that comes from the gymnastics.
Absolutely.
So
I'm thinking about doing more.
You doing more?
Yeah.
I think the first time when you had the aerobics room and you was stacking up the crates and then jumping up and then down.
Didn't we have fun?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about having an aerobics room reunion. I think it's needed because we had so much fun on that corner.
We never knew what to expect from you, which is what got us there.
It was just great. At any moment, we would just we'd break out in a dance and a song, and it was just awesome.
So you guys see that exercise is fun.
Yes, it's absolutely fun.
But you got to have the right leader. You got to have the right person guiding you through it, so that you will want to come back and have a great time.
The right person is important. The right trainer is important.
Right, the right trainer. So we're at 3:30 and we're going to take a quick break, and our guests are in the house. And before we leave, though, there is an upcoming event from the BCIF, which is the Black Community Investment Fund, and they raise funds and monies for small businesses, startup businesses where you're not quite ready to go to a bank.
I need them.
Yeah, you need them.
I ain't quite ready for a baby.
Right, but you can, and they sit and talk to you about your business and where the goals of what your goals of your business is, and the projections of what your future revenues can be, and so they can give you a little a loan, and then what happens then is once you've reach that next level, and then you go back and invest back in, and it's for our community.
Wow.
So they're having a fundraising event next Friday, April 27th. You can give me a call or go to my Facebook page. So Leo, post that or send that over to me on Facebook, and the flyer. It needs to be a JPEG, dear. And then I will post it on my Facebook page, Recycling Black Dollars, and as well as the Urban League and a number of other places. And while we're speaking that, before we take a break, we want to thank our sponsors that contribute to keeping the Business Zone on the air. One of them is Recycling Black Dollars, which I am the co-director of, and it is an organization that is here. I call it the consciousness of our people to support our own businesses.
I love that.
Yeah, so Recycling Black Dollars is about keeping your dollars in your community, investing back into your community to make it a better place for you to live. And then Small Biz Pro, which is a software program or a cloud kind of program for maintaining your organizing your business documents that you need in order to run your business.
Right.
And that's the baby and invention